Thank you, Father Borello, Reverend Fathers, any honored guests, and my brothers. Like so many vocation stories before me, mine starts in the family. I grew up in the town of Cedar, Minnesota with my parents, my older sister named Kateri, and my younger brother named Jeremiah. We went to Mass every weekend and attended religious education classes every week. When I was about 7, my family fell away from the Catholic faith for a little bit, and we didn't go to Mass, but we continue to go to religious education classes each week. This continued until my sister entered the confirmation program, and we started going back to Mass, even if I didn't want to. I would try to find any way I could to get out of Mass, but it never really worked. Eventually, my curiosity got the better of me, and I decided to try to understand what was going on at Mass and try to understand some other aspects of the Catholic faith. This eventually led me to the saints. At my house, we have a book called the Encyclopedia of Saints, and each night I would read about 1 or 2 different saints. I got to read about incredible saints like Padre Pio, St. Ignatius, and St. Lawrence. And these saints are what led me to the beauty and richness of the Catholic faith and really provided a sturdy foundation for my discernment. And one day in high school, when I was a freshman, I was putting my trumpet away in band class, and I felt God speak directly to my heart. He said, "Elijah, I want you to consider the priesthood." And this took me by surprise, but it also filled me with incredible joy and peace and really set my heart on fire for God. And that's when I began to get involved in my parish as a sacristan, going on mission trips and youth group events. And during my discernment, God lifted up 2 incredibly influential people in my life. The first was Pope St. John Paul II. Looking back in my younger years, I can see how Pope John Paul II has been working in my life since his death in 2005. The first time I actually remember praying from my heart with sincerity was when I found out of John Paul's death when I was about 9. And ever since then, he's been a role model of courage and hope for me and has been with me in a very real way. The second person is Father David Bloom. He was the pastor at the great parish of St. Patrick's for 9 years and is now the vocations director for the Archdiocese. Father Bloom was truly a spiritual father for me. When I was in high school, I got the opportunity to work as a weekend custodian at my parish. And Father Bloom was always available and open to answer any questions, tell me through any struggles or obstacles I had in my discernment. It's because of Father Bloom's priesthood is the reason I'm standing here today. Since being in seminary, God has given me incredible healing and growth that only comes through his grace. Seminary has had its ups and downs, but the only thing that really matters at the end of the day is that he's been with me through all this time. Praise be Jesus Christ.